What is good mga champion, and welcome back to another video. For today's video guys, I will share with you why being predictive can sometimes jeopardize your trading results and why being reactive is the way to go when it comes to your technical analysis. Okay, so again, thanks you so much to all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta. Alright, so without further ado, let's get straight to our charts. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay, so sabi ko nga, di ba, when it comes to analysis, you must have a mapped out of possible scenarios, possibilities, probabilities, na you always have to think, ano ba yung variety of ways na pwedeng igalaw ng market? Okay, instead of just focusing kung ano yung nakikita lang natin sa ngayon. Okay, most of the time, ang problema ng mga traders is, they decide kung ano yung nakikita nila or current situation ng market. Okay, they don't map out in their brain or in their mind na paano kung ganito mangyari, paano kung ganyan, okay? For some people, they say that would be overthinking. But in most cases kasi, traders tend to analyze or predict the market in a unidirectional way. So, ibig sabihin, let's say we have the market here, okay? In terms of key leveling, alam naman natin that the market is in a level of resistance, okay? So, in an instant, ang karaniwang alam ng lahat is when you are at resistance, you're going to sell. Okay? So, there's an impulsive decision making sa brain mo na I'm going to sell because I'm at resistance. Mas malaki yung probability na ngayon na mag-sell ako. Which for some people, the majority think that's the only way to go. Okay? So, I'm not saying mali mag-sell sa resistance. What I'm saying is, you have to map out possible scenarios na pwedeng mangyari. Okay? It is not overthinking, but rather, it's giving you opportunity to prepare for a sudden move ng market na taliwas saan? Taliwas doon sa initial prediction mo. So, ibig sabihin yan, instead na mag-predict ka, okay, be reactive. Kahit anong galaw ng market, okay, up, down, consolidate, you are prepared to trade in any of that trading conditions or market conditions. Okay? So, ngayon, kung ako magte-trade nito in different scenarios, okay, I'm thinking, anong gagawin ko if tumaas to? Okay, what would be the setup pag tumaas to? Anong setup ko pagka bumaba? And anong setup ko pag nag-consolidate? Okay, that, of course, there will come to a time na kailangan mong i-map out yung inyong mga confluences. Okay, so meron tayong resistance, let's say meron tayong resistance level, given naman yan. Okay, so, meron tayong swing low. So, meaning, I'm just mapping out yung range kung saan pwedeng pumunta yung market. Okay? Again, I don't predict. I'm just being reactive anong gagawin ng market. So, as of now, kahit may mga candlestick selling pressure candles dito, that doesn't give in na ayaw mo na high probability trade setup. Okay? For some people, enough na yan. But for me, I have to look for small details. Okay? So, again, I will incorporate some of the confluences na ginagawa natin, like for example, trend line, just to see, okay, ano yung mga possibilities na pwedeng igalaw ng market. Kasi in that way, you're always prepared rather than just, okay, bababayan kasi nasa resistance. If you're just going to think na bababayan, makita natin yung disadvantage nun of thinking only a one-way move sa market. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, if ang market, we only see this as unidirectional. Okay, let's say may setup dito yung normal trader. Okay, may setup dito na sell. Okay, dahil nakakita sila ng rejections, they will sell at this level, and normally ang TP niyan is sa next level of support, which is dito. Okay? But for me, again, this is the trade idea of the average trader. Okay? And they think that this is a sell setup because they're at the resistance. Okay, this is the resistance level. Okay, so anong point dito? Right now, nagkaroon agad ng instinct they're going to sell because they're at the key level of resistance. Okay, for the majority, right? But for me, is it a good selling opportunity? Maybe you are at the resistance. That is just one confluence. Tandaan nyo nga, sabi ko, for an average trader, that's how they think, unidirectional. But for me, I have mapped out 3 scenarios in my head dahil tatlo lang naman ang move ng market, up, down, consolidate. So, anong gagawin ko? I will look the market structure prior that current market para makita ko, is there any key level na pwedeng mag-react yung price for it to go up or go down? Okay, so kung titingnan, meron tayong high, diba? Nagkaroon ng double top, equal highs, and then low, okay, lower high, somewhat consolidated, and then lower high, and then lower low. Ano nangyari? Diba? Itong lower high mo on the prior market structure is nagkaroon ng break due to this impulsive move. So, ibig sabihin, may significance sa akin to. Kasi, merong sudden move yung market na breaking this level. So, anong gagawin ko? Instead of me thinking na sell right away, I'm just mapping out previous key levels. Okay? Tandaan nyo, nakasell ngayon yung nakasell ngayon yung mga average normal traders. So, if I'm going to analyze this, I am aware na I am squeezed in this triangle. Plus, nung nilagyan ko pa nitong lower high, which na-break nitong impulsive move na yan sa 4 hours, nalimitahan yung selling idea ko. Bakit? Kung makita nyo, is this a high probability trade for me? Does it satisfy yung aking conditions na kailangan below ako ng resistance, below ako ng trendline resistance, at below ako ng counter trendline support? Is that the HPT area na makikita ko ngayon? I may be below resistance, okay? But do I have any counter trendline support na binasag? Di ba wala? Ito yung counter trendline support ko, which means I am now at a non-HPT trading zone as a sell. But for some people, the majority, they only see as key level of resistance. That's why they decide to sell. So kaya when they do predict unidirectional way of thinking, okay, nai-eliminate nila yung mga possibilities and probabilities na gawin ng market. Kaya, ano nangyayari sa kanila? If I'm going to sell as an average Joe, okay, and if makita nyo, may key level of lower high tayo na binasag, ano mangyayari sa atin? Let's see. Okay, tignan natin Okay, nag-react, meaning may significance nga to saan? Sa market. Okay, so tandaan nyo, winning ngayon ang mga average traders. Bakit? Nakasell sila ngayon and their TP is dito sa swing low na yan, which is their target. Okay, so ano nangyari? Okay, see, they got stopped out. Dahil, tandaan nyo, because they don't consider normally yung previous structure na ginagalawan nila, that's one. And if they're going to trade right away as a sell dahil nasa resistance, they don't have this confluence mindset na kailangan masatisfy muna yung ibang certain conditions. Okay? We are not overthinking as a trade, but we are just making or we are looking for high quality trade setup. Okay? Kasi kung ako ngayon mag-analyze, okay, setup A, this is how I do it. If I'm going to buy, if ang market is tumaas, okay, I must be, again, we just use the basic TFUR system, di ba? I must be above this resistance. As a buy, I must be above this trendline support. Okay? And if I see any counter trendline resistance na binasag, I can consider this. So, ibig sabihin, my trading opportunity, tandaan nyo, if below ka ng certain area to, this is a non-HPT zone kasi ipit ka ng iba't ibang levels, which is ayaw natin. So, at least two confluence. So, ang pinaka obvious dyan is above nito at above nito as a buy. So, that is my A opportunity. So, meaning HPT ko dito, di ba? As a buy. This is my HPT area as a, as a buy area. Okay? So, yan yung setup A ko ngayon. Pagka, nandun na yung market. Kapag ka naman bumaba yung market, okay, may HPT, okay, or high probability trade setup would be saan? Okay, either dito. Bakit? I still have a relevant level of support dyan. Okay, which can be considered as a selling point. So, ito yung isang map out ko na selling. Anong ibig sabihin ko nyan? Kapag ang market nag-consolidate, tandaan nyo, yung unang A setup natin, going to HPT for a buy. Kasi yan yung high probability trade area natin. Pag nag-consolidate siya dito, in between ng dalawang area na yan, at nabasag yan, this is my point of selling opportunity. So, yun yung trade idea B. Okay. And yung C is of course itong major drop. C. Okay, yan. So, ibig sabihin, at this current market, meron akong tatlong setup. Okay? So, in this way, I am prepared kahit anong galaw ng market. I can manage to trade it. I can manage to control ano yung emotions ko, ano yung magiging decision point. Kasi, I already mapped out ano yung gusto kong mangyari. Not predicting, but being reactive kapag pumunta dyan sa area ng high probability trade setups yung market. Okay? Prediction is different from being reactive. Okay? Predictive versus reactive is two different story. Predictive is just you predicting saan papunta yung market. But being reactive is once nagpunta yung market doon, that is where you make decisions. Okay? Kasi kapag predictive ka, you already make the decision prior gumalaw. Diba? Tama? Pag being reactive, magkakaroon ka lang decision kapag ka nandun na yung market. So, me being reactive, magre-react lang ako pag nandito na yung market. Magre-react lang ako pag nandito na yung market. At magre-react lang ako pag nandito na yung market. Kasi, that will satisfy my rules. Okay? Bakit? Above support, above support. So, that is my buy setup. Okay? Below resistance, and below, counter trend line support. So, which means, it will satisfy yung setup natin nung high probability trade setup as a sell, and same thing dito. Pag nabasag tong swing low na yan, at I am below this counter trend line support, okay, I may have opportunity for a sell again dito. So, I have two opportunity for selling and one for buying. That is how I map out certain opportunities sa market rather than just analyzing market in a unidirectional way. Now, hindi, sell ako kasi nasa resistance. Dito lang yan. Or magbabay ako, that's it, kasi nabasag tong resistance, that will become support. Again, pag ganun pa rin ang method nyo, most of the time, you will fail the trade or most of the time, you will lose the trade. Okay? So, make it to a point na you have scenarios map up in your brain. Ano ba yung pwedeng galaw na market? Let's have a review. Market only goes in three variety of ways. Uptrend, downtrend, at consolidation. Diba? So, nagtataka, bakit ang hirap mag-decide? Kasi, number one, probably don't have enough trading rules to satisfy at yung trading rules mo probably doesn't have any confluence. Pangalawa is, since wala kang confluence, you're just impulsively trading based on your emotions or yung kutob mo lang na, okay, bahala na. Pwede na yan kasi may mga nakita ko na ganito, mukhang tataas na to, mukhang tataas. Yun yung mga term na yun. Feeling ko, mukhang, yan yung mga common mistakes na ginagawa ng traders na they let their emotions decide for the trade. No. You only decide kapag, or nasatisfy na lahat yung rules ng system rather than your emotions nag-decide for you. Okay? So again, this is just a simple concept how I see things when I analyze technically. Okay? I make scenarios in my brain. Okay? But I'm already showing you how I think, how I show different scenarios. What I'm doing here is I'm just mapping out yung naisip ko na probability and possibility na pwedeng gawin ng market. Ini-incorporate ko lang yan saan? Sa aking charting analysis. So in this way, I am always prepared. I don't let my emotions decide kung ano yung gagawin kong setup for an execution. No. I let the trade itself or the setup itself materialize. So again, predictive versus reactive, magkaiba yan. Okay? Predictive, nag-decide ka na bago pa gumalaw. Okay? But reactive, magde-decide ka lang once nagpunta na doon sa high probability trade setup mo. Alright? So I hope this idea helps you when it comes to technical analysis. Walang magic dito. I'm just showing you logic on how you should think as a trader. Okay? So again, I hope this video helps. I am sure mas mag-i-improve pa yung technical analysis na magkaroon kayo ng different ideas and scenarios sa utak nyo and map it out sa charts para you're always prepared whatever happens, anong galaw na market, you are there to trade. Okay? Different scenarios, different conditions, kaya mong i-trade. Alright? So again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and yeah, God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye-bye.
So, I just want to inform and announce that our TFP VIP champion student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs and some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So here we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So yeah, this is just a minor announcement and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profits from the market. But as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang and thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.